Max, buddy, not yet. I groaned as his wet nose pressed against my cheek. His tail thumped against the nightstand, knocking over my alarm clock. Okay, I'm up. I scratched behind his golden ears. You win! Max barked once and bounded off the bed, spinning in circles by the door. Same routine every morning, huh? I pulled on my walking shoes. 6 months since Tom left, and you're still the only man who wants to wake up next to me. Max tilted his head, those brown eyes full of understanding. Yeah, I know. We're better off without him. I clipped on his leash. Come on, let's see what Mrs. Patterson's gossiping about today. The morning air hit my face as we stepped outside. Mrs. Patterson waved from her garden. Morning, Claire. Beautiful day, isn't it? Morning. Max couldn't wait to get out here. That dog's got you trained well, she chuckled. Oh, have you met the new neighbors yet? The Chens? Not yet. They just moved in last week, right? Tuesday. Seems nice enough, though the husband's a bit intense. Max pulled toward his favorite tree, and I let him lead. That's when I noticed him, a man watching us from the window of the old Morrison place. He didn't look away when I caught him staring. That's him, Mrs. Patterson whispered. Derek Chen. The curtain dropped suddenly. Weird, I muttered. We continued our walk, Max marking his usual spots. 20 minutes later, as we circled back, a man jogged toward us, the same one from the window. Excuse me, I stopped, tightening my grip on Max's leash. Hi there, I'm Derek Chen, just moved in. His smile was too wide. What a gorgeous dog. Thanks. I'm Claire. Golden Retriever, right? Purebred? Yes. Wow, he's perfect. Show quality? Derek crouched down, reaching for Max. Max stepped back, a low growl rumbling in his chest. Max? I pulled him closer. I'm sorry. He's usually friendly. No problem. How much does a dog like this cost? 2,000? 3? I'm not sure. He was a gift. A gift. Lucky you. Where did they get him? Championship bloodline? A teenage girl appeared behind him, face flushed. Dad, you're being weird again. Emma, I'm just being neighborly. He didn't take his eyes off Max. Does he stay home alone while you work? Dad, seriously, stop. Emma tugged his arm. Sorry about him. He gets obsessive about random things. What's your work schedule like? Derek pressed on. 9 to 5? I should go. Max needs his breakfast. Of course. What does he eat? Premium food, I bet. Expensive stuff. Dad. Emma's voice cracked with embarrassment. Max growled again, louder this time, hackles raised. Okay, we really need to go. I backed away. Nice meeting you both. See you around, Derek called out. Maybe I could dog sit sometime? I love animals. I practically dragged Max home, my heart racing. Inside, I locked the door and knelt beside him. What was that about, boy? You've never growled at anyone. Max whined, pressing against my leg. Yeah, I didn't like him either. I filled his bowl with kibble. Something's off about that guy. My phone buzzed, Sarah texting. Saw you talking to the new neighbor. Creepy, right? I typed back. Totally. Asked way too many questions about Max. Be careful. Jim said he saw him taking pictures of people's houses yesterday. I looked at Max, happily crunching his breakfast, tail wagging without a care. Don't worry, buddy. Nobody's getting near you. But even as I said it, that uneasy feeling settled in my stomach. The way Derek had looked at Max wasn't admiration. It was calculation. Claire, you need to see this. Sarah burst through my front door without knocking. I just saw Derek in your backyard again. What? When? 5 minutes ago. I was getting my mail and saw him by your fence with something in his hand. I rushed to the back window. Sure enough, there were treats scattered along the fence line. That's the 3rd time this week. I grabbed my phone. I'm calling the police. Wait, look at this first. Sarah showed me her phone. I took a video yesterday. He was trying your gate. My blood ran cold watching Derek jiggle the handle. Max, come here, boy. I called him inside. Sarah, I found my gate unlocked Monday morning. You need cameras, Claire. This isn't normal. Hey there, neighbor. Derek's voice made us both jump. He stood at my fence, grinning. Is Max around? I bought him some gourmet treats. Derek, please. Don't feed my dog. Oh, come on, he loves them. Don't you, boy? He whistled. Where is he? Inside. And I'd appreciate if you'd stop coming into my yard. Your yard? I was just walking by. His smile didn't reach his eyes. You know, dogs get depressed when they're alone all day. What time do you leave for work again? That's none of your business. Just trying to help. I'm home all day. Could check on him. No, thank you. Sarah stepped forward. She said no, Derek. Just being neighborly. He held up the treats. These are $40 a bag. Only the best for Max. Why are you so obsessed with my dog? Obsessed? That's harsh. I just appreciate quality animals. He must have cost a fortune. Please leave. Sure. He backed away. Oh, what time do you get home from work? In case of emergencies. Derek, go home, Sarah snapped. He laughed and walked away, whistling. I'm installing cameras today, I said. Good. That man gives me the creeps. That afternoon, I set up a security camera facing the backyard. The tech guy, Marcus, shook his head as I explained why. Seen this before? He said. Dog thieves always start with questions. Then treats, then they test security. You think he's planning to steal Max? Lady, I'd bet money on it. This app will alert your phone if anyone comes near. At 3:17 a.m., my phone screamed. I grabbed it, heart pounding. The night vision showed Derek at my fence, holding a leash and calling softly. Max, come here, boy. Got your favorite treats. I saved the footage and called 911. Someone's trying to steal my dog. Is he on your property? The dispatcher asked. He's at my fence trying to lure my dog out. We'll send someone. By the time Officer Martinez arrived, Derek was gone. Show me the footage, Martinez said. We watched it together on my phone. He's not technically on your property, Martinez sighed. I can talk to him, but without proof of attempted theft. He's literally trying to steal my dog. I understand your frustration, but legally, he's just standing by a fence with treats. The next morning, I marched to Derek's house. His wife, Linda, answered, looking exhausted. Claire, I'm so sorry about Derek. He gets fixated on things. Your husband is stalking my dog. I know, I've tried talking to him. She glanced nervously behind her. He's not well. Then get him help before I press charges. Derek appeared behind her. Press charges for what? Being friendly? For attempting to steal my dog at 3 a.m.? Steal? He laughed. I couldn't sleep. Thought Max might want a snack. Crime of the century. Stay away from my property. Public sidewalk, free country. His grin widened. You know, stressed dogs sometimes run away, especially when their owners work long shifts. Is that a threat? Just an observation. Hospitals are so demanding. 12-hour shifts, right? How do you know where I work? Linda grabbed his arm. Derek, stop. What? We're just chatting. He shrugged her off. Max seems lonely. Dogs need companionship. I'm filing a police report. For what? Caring too much? He stepped closer. Good luck proving anything. I backed away, pulling out my phone to record. That's right, Derek. Keep talking. It's all evidence. His face darkened. You think you're smart? Smarter than you. Linda pulled him inside, mouthing, I'm sorry, as the door closed. My hands shook as I walked home. This was escalating fast. Too fast. Max! Max! My keys hit the ground as I saw the open gate. Max! My throat burned as I ran through the backyard, checking every corner. The security camera hung useless, covered in black paint. No, no, no. I dialed Sarah with shaking hands. He's gone. Max is gone. What? I'm coming over. The gate's open. Someone painted my camera. It's Derek. I know it's Derek. Call the police. I'll be there in 2 minutes. I dialed 911, barely able to speak. My dog's been stolen. Please, I need help. Ma'am, when did you notice the dog missing? Just now. I got home from work and the gate's open. Someone vandalized my security camera. We'll send an officer. Sarah burst through my front door. Any sign of him? Nothing. Help me look. Maybe he's hiding. We searched every street, calling until our voices cracked. Max, come here, boy! Max, treat time. Nothing, just concerned neighbors shaking their heads. Let's check Derek's house, Sarah said. You think he'd keep Max there? Only one way to find out. I pounded on Derek's door. He answered with that infuriating smile. Claire, what's wrong? Where's my dog? Your dog. His eyes widened in fake concern. Max is missing? Don't play dumb. Where is he? I have no idea what you're talking about. My camera was spray painted. My gate was opened. You did this. That's a serious accusation. He leaned against the doorframe. When did this happen? You know when. Actually, I don't. I've been home all day. Linda can confirm that. Linda? His wife appeared, looking pale. Yes? Tell Claire I've been home all day. He has been home. She wouldn't meet my eyes. See? But hey, I'll help you look. I know how much Max means to you. Don't you dare? Dad? Emma appeared behind them. What's going on? Max is missing, Derek said. Isn't that terrible? Emma's face went white. She stared at the floor. Emma, have you seen anything? I asked desperately. She glanced at her father. No, nothing. Let me get my jacket, Derek offered. We can search together. Stay away from me, just trying to help. Dogs usually come back on their own, unless someone took him, of course. Officer Martinez arrived as we walked away. Same officer as before, Sarah muttered. Ms. Walker, tell me what happened. I explained everything, showing him the painted camera. The gate was definitely forced, he noted. Any idea who would do this? Derek Chen. He's been stalking Max for weeks. That's a serious accusation. Do you have proof? I showed you the video of him trying to lure Max out. That's not proof of theft, ma'am. Then what is? Evidence. Witnesses. Something concrete. This is concrete. Who else would do this? I'll talk to the neighbors, check if anyone saw anything. Back home, I collapsed on the couch. Sarah held me as I sobbed. We'll find him, she promised. What if Derek already sold him? What if Max is scared? Don't think like that. Let's make flyers. My phone rang. Tom's name appeared. Claire? I saw your post about Max. What happened? Someone took him, Tom. He's gone. I'm coming over. You don't have to. Yes, I do. Max was my dog too, remember? 20 minutes later, Tom stood at my door with his laptop. I've already shared your post to 12 dog groups, he said. What else can I do? I don't know. I can't think straight. Have you eaten? I can't eat. Claire, you need to stay strong. For Max. My phone buzzed. Rachel calling. My sister who hadn't spoken to me in 3 years. Claire? I saw about Max. I'm so sorry. Rachel? Fresh tears came. I don't know what to do. I'm driving down tomorrow. You shouldn't be alone. You don't have to. Yes, I do. We're family. Sarah made coffee while Tom designed missing dog posters. The irony wasn't lost on me. My ex-husband and estranged sister, brought together by tragedy. The reward should be higher, Tom suggested. 5,000. I don't have 5,000. I'll cover it. Tom, no arguments. We need Max back. My phone exploded with notifications, neighbors sharing posts, offering to search, sending prayers. Look, Sarah showed me her phone. The whole neighborhood's looking. But I kept thinking about Emma's face. The way she couldn't look at me. Derek has him, I said. I know he does. Then we'll prove it, Tom said firmly. How? I don't know. Yet. But we will. I stared at Max's empty bed, his favorite toy still there. Please be okay, buddy. I'm coming for you. Claire, you need to see this. Tom burst into my kitchen at 7 a.m., laptop in hand. I found Derek's old address. How? Property records. He lived in Riverside before here. Look at this post from their neighborhood group. I read aloud. Warning. Derek Chen suspected of stealing dogs. Lock your gates. There's more. 3 different people mention missing purebreds. We need to contact them. Already did. Jennifer Morrison wants to talk to you. Her number's here. I dialed immediately. A woman answered on the first ring. Jennifer? This is Claire Walker. Tom said, he stole your dog too. Her voice cracked. That bastard took my champion poodle last year. Tell me everything. Same. Pattern. Obsessive questions, weird visits. Then Princess vanished. Police did nothing. Did you ever get proof? No, but I know it was him. He had gambling debts, needed quick money. Gambling debts? My neighbor worked at the casino. Said Derek owed thousands. Mrs. Patterson knocked as I hung up. Claire, dear, I saw something odd last night. What kind of odd? Derek's van left his garage around 2 a.m. Thought you should know. Has he done that before? Few times this week, always late at night. Mrs. Patterson, you're amazing. Just keeping an eye out. We all want Max home. That afternoon, a note appeared under my door. Handwritten, no signature. Your dog is alive. Can't say more. Please don't give up. A friend. Tom, look at this. He studied the handwriting. Looks like a teenager wrote it. Emma, has to be Emma. You think she knows where Max is? I think she wants to help, but she's scared. Sarah arrived with coffee and her laptop. I've been Facebook stalking. Found 2 more victims in Arizona. Same story. Identical. Expensive dogs, Derek befriends. Them, dogs disappear. We need more than stories. We need evidence. Then let's get some, Tom said. I know a private investigator. Marcus Williams. He's expensive, but good. How expensive? Don't worry about it. I'm calling him. Marcus arrived. That evening, a former cop with sharp eyes. Tell me everything, he said, recording our conversation. After an hour, he nodded. Classic theft ring behavior. I'll tail him, see where he goes. Is that legal? Public streets are public. Don't worry, I know the boundaries. The next night, I couldn't stand waiting. When Marcus texted that Derek was on the move, I grabbed my keys. Where are you going? Rachel asked, following Derek. Claire, that's dangerous. I need to know where Max is. Then I'm coming with you. We stayed 3 cars behind Derek's van, my hands white-knuckling the wheel. He's heading to the industrial district, Rachel said. Why would he go there at midnight? Derek pulled into a warehouse lot. We parked across the street, watching. Get pictures, Rachel whispered. My phone shook in my hands as I zoomed in. Derek talking to a scraggly man beside a truck full of cages. Oh my God, those are dogs in there. Keep recording. Money changed hands. The man opened a cage, showing Derek something inside. That's evidence, right? That's proof? It's something. Send it to Marcus. Another note appeared the next morning. Check. The old Riverside Puppy Palace. Shut down last year. Dad doesn't know I know. Tom. Google Riverside Puppy Palace. Closed for animal cruelty violations. Owner was... Holy shit. What? Owner was Richard Chen. Any relation? Has to be. Brother? Cousin? Marcus called an hour later. I've got something. Derek's in deep with loan sharks. Owes 50 grand. 50,000? Gambling addiction. He's desperate for money. So he steals dogs to sell? Looks like it. That warehouse is connected to a puppy mill operation. Can we take this to the police now? Getting closer. I need a few more days. Jennifer called that afternoon. Claire, I found another victim, Michelle from Phoenix. Her German Shepherd disappeared after Derek moved there. How many dogs has he stolen? At least 7 that we know of. We need to coordinate, share everything we have. I'll create a private Facebook group. We'll build a case together. Tom paced my living room. This is bigger than just Max. But Max is all I care about right now. I know. We'll get him back. Rachel squeezed my hand. You're building something here. Evidence. Allies. I just want my dog. And you'll get him, but you might save others too. My phone buzzed. Another note photo from Emma. Tomorrow night. Be ready. Can't let this continue. She's going to help us, I breathed. Or it's a trap, Rachel warned. I don't care. If it leads to Max, I'll take the risk. Then we all will, Tom said firmly. Tell me again how this isn't going to blow up in our faces, I whispered, my fingers tightening around the coffee cup. Marcus glanced at the laptop. Because this isn't just bait, it's a net. Everything's covered. Cameras, audio, police on alert. You're safe. And you're sure Derek will fall for the funeral story? He's desperate and greedy. That's a dangerous mix. He won't pass up an empty house. Sarah walked in, tossing keys on the table. Everyone believes you're in Ohio. I even had Mrs. Patterson bring over that fake casserole for your trip. Neighborhood gossip worked fast? Faster than wildfire. Linda probably packed him a lunch already. I hate that this has to be a performance, I muttered. Jennifer called on speaker. Confirmed. Derek's contact thinks I'm a buyer. They want to meet Friday. Which fits, Marcus added. Derek robs your house Thursday, shows off your dog to Jennifer the next day. Max better be there, I said. If he isn't, he will be, said Marcus. Emma texted me from an anonymous number. She unlocked his phone like we asked. GPS is working. She's risking a lot. She's protecting Max. In her own way, Sarah said. We all are. I exhaled slowly. So to recap, I'm out of town. You're house sitting and clearly leaving at 7 p.m. Nobody else home. Cameras are hidden. GPS is tracking Derek. And I'll be in the van with you, Marcus said, watching every second. I'm not scared, I lied out loud. You're terrified, Sarah replied. But you're brave anyway. The next day was all countdown. I handed Sarah a fake note with instructions, triple-checked the cameras, and stared at Max's empty leash for too long. At exactly 6:59 p.m., Sarah waved goodbye loudly, locking up behind her before driving away. The house sat in perfect darkness. I crouched inside Marcus's surveillance van, parked across the street in silence. Keys in his hand, Marcus whispered, eyes on the monitor. Derek's out. I stared at the GPS blinking across the screen. A slow crawl toward my house. Come on, take the bait, I muttered. 10 minutes passed. He stopped. Probably casing your block, Marcus said. Smile. You're about to catch a thief. And then, motion on the side camera. A figure creeping along the fence. My heart stopped beating. He's inside the yard, Marcus said. This is it. The garage door creaked open on screen. Derek stepped calmly inside, flashlight in hand. He headed straight for the storage closet. He's looking for something to sell, I whispered. He knows Max is gone. Exactly. That's why he's here. Greed. Derek opened my locked trunk. Then our tripwire triggered. Gotcha, Marcus grinned, hitting the alert. 2 officers waiting nearby got the signal. Red and blue lights flooded the driveway. Weapons down, hands in the air. I flung the van, door open, and ran. Claire, Marcus shouted, catching up to me. I reached the garage just in time to see Derek being cuffed, his face full of panic and disbelief. You set me up. You stole my dog, I snapped. You brought this on. Yourself. I never touched your mutt. We've got you breaking and entering. Cameras, GPS, a fake buyer, everything. Emma ran from next door, eyes wide. He's been lying to everyone, she cried. Max is at that puppy place, with cages. You told them? Derek's face twisted in rage. I had to, Emma sobbed. He's terrified, Dad. Max hates it there. Where is it? I demanded. Emma held up her phone. The address is in his texts. I sent it to Marcus. Marcus held up his phone, already setting up the raid. I froze. Wait, does that mean? Yes, Marcus said. It's time to get Max back. Derek kept screaming behind us, but I couldn't hear it anymore. My world narrowed to one word. Max. Go, 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 Marcus yelled as the animal control van screeched to a stop. I'm coming, Max, I whispered as I jumped out. Jennifer was already at the gate shouting to the officer. We have a warrant. The old warehouse looked abandoned. But I could hear barking. Desperate, panicked barking. They're in there. I pointed. He's in there. Stay by the vehicle, an officer said. No, I have to see him. I need to see him. It's not safe. She's coming with me, Jennifer insisted. She's the victim. The door burst open. Officers swarming in. I covered my nose at the smell. Urine, rot, fear. Oh my God, Jennifer whispered. This is a nightmare. Rows of cages, some rusted shut. Dogs pawed at the bars. Eyes shattered and hopeless. Which one? I ran down the rows, scanning every cage like my life depended on it. Claire, an officer called. Over here. My heart slammed against my ribs, and there he was, curled in the corner of a small cage. Max, baby, it's me. He lifted, his head slowly. Thin, dirty, but alive. His tail thumped once. I dropped to my knees. I'm here, baby. Mommy's here. He whimpered, licking the air through the bars. I sobbed so hard I couldn't breathe. They took everything. From you, I cried. But we're going home now. You're coming home. We've got to cut it, one officer said. It's jammed shut. Cut it now. Cut it. Max never looked away from me. Even as they shattered the lock, he just stared. When the door opened, he crawled out slowly and collapsed into my arms. I've got you, I whispered. It's over, baby. You're safe. Jennifer crouched beside me. He's one of the lucky ones. None of them should have to be lucky, I said, clutching Max tighter. Sir, an officer shouted at a greasy man in the back office. Open your phone, now. It wasn't me, he yelled. I don't even know those dogs. You're linked to Derek Chen, the officer snapped. We have proof. I just held some of them, I swear. Derek brought them in and sold them? Yeah, said he had a connection, took cash, text messages, receipts. Who else is involved? Ask Derek, not me. Jennifer took photos of everything. Let's shut this whole ring down. I looked at Max. Let's take him home first. Hands behind your back. I watched from across the street. Derek was still yelling as they cuffed him. This is a mistake. I didn't take anything. That garage is hers. Neighborhood Watch saw you go in, an officer replied coldly. You didn't have permission. Emma, Derek shouted. Tell them. Emma stood on the sidewalk, pale but steady. No. Sweetheart, you know. I didn't. You did. You told me. You bragged about it. What are you talking about? I have the recording. Gasps echoed from the small gathering of neighbors. What recording? He snapped. Emma stepped forward and hit play on her phone. His voice flooded out. Purebred retrievers fetch $3,000 easy. Idiots don't chip 'em half the time. Easiest flipping side hustle there is. Linda stepped beside her daughter, face tight. I told you to stop, she said. You just laughed. You were supposed to stay quiet. I've been scared of you for 10 years, she said. Not anymore. He twisted toward me as the cops hauled him forward. You ruined my life, Claire. No, Derek, I said, softly, holding Max close. You did that all by yourself? You think any of this matters? I'll be out. You hear me? I do, I said, and so does everyone else. Mrs. Patterson stood with her arms crossed. We should have kicked you out weeks ago. Rot in a cage, someone yelled from the back. The officer slammed the door shut behind him. The neighborhood went still. Then everyone turned to Max, frail but alert, head resting on my shoulder. You got him, Sarah whispered. I almost didn't, I said. If it weren't for Emma, she cried silently beside me. I'm sorry. I didn't know what to do. You did the right thing, Marcus said, stepping in. You were brave enough to do what most adults wouldn't. Linda hugged her daughter tightly. We're leaving tonight. I'm getting us out for good. I kneeled beside Emma. You saved Max. You saved every dog in that warehouse. You'll take care of him, she asked, teary-eyed. For the rest of his life. Max licked her hand. I think he forgives me. I think he never blamed you. Tom joined me, eyes stuck on Max. You're both home again. I took a long breath. Yeah, we are. Easy, buddy. It's just me, I whispered as Max jumped at the sound of the microwave. He pressed against my legs, trembling. I crouched down, wrapping my arms around him. You're safe now. No more cages, no more strangers. Sarah brought over soup. She looked at Max and winced. He's still flinching? Yeah. Every loud sound, every new smell. He just panics. Tom leaned in the doorway. It'll take time, but he has you. I took off work for a month. He needs more than just a routine. He needs to feel normal again. Tom smiled. He's lucky to have you. Emma texted, Can I visit Max today? I have something for him. I replied, Of course. He'll be happy to see you. When she arrived, Max sniffed the air cautious. But he didn't growl or run, just watched. I brought him this, Emma said, pulling a squeaky toy from her bag. One that looks like the one he had before. Max tilted his head. Emma squeezed the toy. He took a shaky step forward, then another. He remembers me? She asked softly. He never stopped. He just needed time. Max nudged her hand gently. Hi. Max, she whispered. I'm sorry I was too scared to help sooner. He licked her wrist. I think that's his way of saying he forgives you, I said, smiling. Linda sent me a photo later that night. Emma curled up with their cat, both sound asleep. Her message said, Therapy's helping. Thank you. We're finally breathing. Claire, did you see the news? Jennifer called. What's up? Our story went viral, 20,000 shares. A state rep commented and wants to meet. You're kidding. She's proposing new laws for pet theft, microchipping, penalties for illegal sales, and emergency response procedures. I blinked back tears. This actually made a difference? Looks like it. That week, Jennifer and I held the first meeting of our Stolen But Not Forgotten support group. 10 people showed up. A woman named Melissa cried while holding her Yorkie's photo. They never believed me. Everyone said I imagined it. Believe you now? I said. And we're going to keep fighting. Rachel arrived unannounced a few days later with a suitcase and 2 coffees. I didn't know what to bring, so... Caffeine. 3 years, I said, hugging her. 3 whole years. I saw the news, she replied quietly. Then I saw your face in court. And Max? He saved me more than I saved him. Rachel knelt beside Max. Hey, big guy. He sniffed her hand, tail wagging once. Good judge of character, I grinned. Tom came by often. Sometimes with groceries, sometimes just to sit on the porch with me. Feels weird, doesn't it? He said one evening. Being on the same side of something again. I didn't expect it. Neither did I. We fell into an old rhythm, familiar, but not romantic. We're still better apart, I said one night. Definitely, he agreed. But I've got your back. During Derek's trial, I took the stand in front of a packed courtroom. He refused to look at me. I stared him down. You didn't just steal a dog, I said, voice steady. You stole security. You stole peace. You made innocent people afraid. Shifted. Uncomfortable. You scare people into silence, but not anymore. I saw Linda holding Emma's hand in the back row. The prosecutor nodded. Thank you, Ms. Walker. As I stepped down, Derek finally met my eyes. His were hollow, empty. I didn't feel vengeance. I felt release. Outside the courthouse, Jennifer hugged me. We did it. For Max, I whispered. And every dog still lost. Sarah joined us. So, when's the next group meeting? Sunday, and you're bringing cookies. Marcus called a few days later. 2 more of Derek's guys just got picked up in Seattle. Operations falling apart. Good. Burn it down. You held the fuse, he said. Max curled up beside, my feet sighing into sleep. I ran a hand through his fur and whispered, We're finally home. 5 years, the judge said, voice echoing through the courtroom. I let out the breath I'd been holding. Mr. Chen, you are convicted of multiple counts of animal theft, breaking and entering and operating an illegal business across state lines. Derek didn't flinch, just stared at the table like he wasn't even there. May the defendant stand, the judge continued. Derek rose. No chains, no shackles, just that blank, hollow stare. Would you like to make a statement? The judge asked. He nodded slowly. I'm sorry, he mumbled. To the pets, to the people I hurt. I felt nothing. Not rage, not forgiveness. Just cold air and finality. The judge nodded. Statement noted. Emma stood up, hands trembling, voice steady. My name is Emma Chen. I'm the defendant's daughter. I was raised by a man who smiled at puppies and then sold them in cages. I saw what cruelty looks like in its quietest form. Some people gasped. Others cried. Every time we moved, I lost a bit of myself, she continued. And until someone spoke out, I thought, maybe this was just how life worked. Tom reached over and touched my wrist gently. But now I know better. Emma finished. So thank you to everyone who didn't stay silent. She sat back down. The judge gave a small nod. Thank you, Ms. Chen. This court commends your bravery. Linda wrapped her arms around Emma, both of them shaking. When it was over, we walked out into the sunlight. Cameras flashed. Reporters swarmed. Jennifer whispered, 5 years. He'll serve all of it, maybe more. More victims are still coming forward, Marcus added. No early release now. That's justice, Sarah said. No, I replied. It's a start. 2 weeks later, I walked Max along Cedar Lane. His fur was shinier, his eyes brighter. He didn't flinch at every gust of wind anymore, but he still barked, loud and low, whenever someone walked near our fence. Let them hear you, I told him. They should know better now. Rachel helped me install new security lights. Tom wired the perimeter alarms. I started passing out microchipping flyers at the shelter. Can't believe you turned into a full-on crusader. Sarah laughed over coffee. I was a nurse. I fixed things quietly. You're still fixing them. Now with power tools and a Facebook group. 6 months passed. Max grew stronger. We fostered dogs waiting for their forever homes. One Monday morning, a call came in from New York. This is the National Pet Theft Prevention Task Force. We'd like you to speak at our upcoming conference. Me? Your stories inspired thousands. You gave victims a voice. You've changed laws. Max wore a custom vest on the flight. Therapy dog. Ask before petting. He sat calmly beside. Me at the hotel, pressed against my leg for comfort. You ready for this, boy? Big stage, bright lights, no pressure. He licked my hand. I told our story on stage. I watched strangers cry. I watched them nod. Max lay at my feet, peaceful as ever. This isn't just about stolen pets, I said into the mic. It's about stolen trust and the fight to win it back. The crowd stood. I patted Max's back. Later that night, Sarah texted, told you. He messed with the wrong dog, Mom. I sent a photo of Max on stage. Bet he regrets it now. Sarah replied with 3 words. You won. Finally. Did you see the banner? Sarah asked, passing me a lemonade. Class of 2026? Yep. Feels unreal. Emma stood on the school stage in her green cap and gown, clutching her diploma like it was gold. Linda beamed beside me. She did it. No more shadow. No more hiding. You both did it, I said. She's proud of herself. You should be too. She got into Cornell, Linda whispered. Vet program. I blinked. Max would be proud. He inspired her. Max lay at my feet, leash draped across my sandal. I nudged him. We're old dogs now, huh? He wagged once and rested his chin on Bella's back beside him. Jennifer walked over with 2 flyers. 12 chapters, Claire. We're officially national. Stolen but not forgotten. Who knew a Facebook group in my living room would turn into all this? Yes, but your cinnamon rolls can't go nationwide, Sarah teased Linda. Save some for the locals, Linda grinned. I'll stick to the bakery. Rachel arrived late with boxes in her arms. Final load, my keys are upstairs. You're moving in today? I asked. Tired of pretending distance keeps people safe. Max perked up when she knelt beside him. See? He approves, I said. I missed too much. We're not looking back. New start. Marcus strolled over, holding his ever-present thermos. Hate to interrupt the sob fest, but we've got a new lead in Michigan. Dog theft? 3 separate reports near Ann Arbor. Owner descriptions matched the same guy from the Arizona ring. You need backup? He raised an eyebrow. I always do. Let's plan something. Tom waved across the lawn. Neighborhood watch meeting in 10. You're still doing that? Rachel asked. Takes a village, I replied. Even if Tom's remarried now. You okay with that? I am, I said honestly. We weren't meant to be together forever, but we were meant to face all that together. Bella barked once, and a wave of giggles erupted from kids nearby. You ever take him to the school again? Sarah asked, petting Max. Every month. Safety days. They love when he sits through presentations like a human. He still barks when people reach too fast? Only once. Then he leans in for pets. You turn that dog into a celebrity. Some people get therapy. Max became it. Back home, I found a letter in my mailbox. No return address. Neat handwriting. Tom read over my shoulder. To Claire. I finally understand. I'm truly sorry. I flipped it over. No signature. No threats. Just regret. Derek? Tom guessed. Yeah, I think so. Are you going to answer? No, I said, sliding it into a drawer. But I hope he means it. The wind rustled our oak tree, scattering its leaves across the yard. Rachel handed me a hammer. Birdhouse? She asked. You finishing what Mom started? I'm trying. Max and Bella chased each other through the leaves, tails wagging. Looks like we all are, I said. All right, I'm up. I laughed, wiping 2 cold noses off my cheeks. Max, Bella, do you two ever sleep in? Both tails wagged like blissful metronomes. Max barked once. Bella spun in circles. Leash or no leash? I yawned, reaching for the hooks. Max pawed at the door. That's a leash, woman. Let's go if I've ever seen one, I said, clipping them both in. Fine, but I want breakfast after, deal? We stepped outside into the crisp fall air. Leaves rustled under our feet, and the scent of dew filled my lungs. Morning, Claire, Mrs. Patterson called, waving a spatula from her porch. Morning. Max thinks it's his job to patrol the block. And he's great at it. We passed the Cooper twins on bikes, the Walkers washing their car, and the new family settling into Derek's old place. Laughter echoed from their yard. Hey! Emma jogged up beside us, leash in hand. Sorry I'm late. Maple got distracted. By a squirrel. I smiled. New dog, same excuses. She's a work in progress. Emma held up a small pup wearing a therapy dog in training vest. Just like her trainer. Maple's got good taste. Max sniffed her and gave a tiny approving grunt. Bella wagged wildly. I still can't believe it's been 2 years. Emma stared at the old house. It doesn't even feel real. It feels different, peaceful now. You don't hate it? No, I'm weirdly grateful. Emma blinked. For what? For what it showed me. About people. About you. About strength. She tucked hair behind her ear. I just wanted to be someone better. You are. You changed your story. That takes guts. Max tugged me toward his favorite tree and sniffed like it held ancient secrets. Still his spot, I chuckled. He's like a living monument, Emma said. He started the movement. My phone buzzed. I checked it. Rescue alert. Stolen pug reunited in Colorado. Case traced through our network. Owner is crying. I texted back. Amazing. Please share pics for our page. You guys get those a lot now? Emma asked. Almost every day. It's working. People are listening. She knelt beside Max. You're a hero, you know that? He licked her cheek and sat upright with pride. As the sun rose, golden light spilled down the street. I hooked my arm in Emma's. Let's finish the loop, I said. Got a sidewalk waiting. You think Maple's ready for her first public park? She's got guts, just like her mom. We walked in silence for a while, dogs leading the way. Max glanced back, eyes soulful and full of knowing. You ready to keep protecting the world, Max? His tail wagged like a promise.